Before you begin this chapter, remember one simple truth. Confident communicators are not born. They are developed. Every great salesperson, speaker, leader, teacher, entrepreneur, and negotiator started by learning how to connect with people. Confidence is not about having all the answers. It is about believing that you have something valuable to contribute and communicating it with authenticity. Chapter 1, The Confidence Mindset, the foundation of every great conversation. People may forget your words, but they rarely forget how you made them feel. Imagine walking into a room filled with strangers. Some people immediately begin networking with confidence. They introduce themselves, ask thoughtful questions, and make others feel comfortable. Others quietly stand against the wall, hoping someone will start a conversation with them. What separates these two groups? It is rarely intelligence. It is not education. It is not even personality. More often than not, it is mindset. Confident communicators have learned to see conversations differently. Instead of worrying about saying the perfect thing, they focus on building genuine connections. They understand that every conversation is an opportunity to learn, encourage, solve a problem, or create a relationship. The first step to becoming an exceptional communicator is not learning clever phrases or persuasive techniques. It is developing the confidence to believe that your voice matters. What is confidence? Many people think confidence means never feeling nervous. That is a myth. Even experienced speakers, executives, and sales professionals feel nervous before important conversations. Confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is the decision to move forward despite it. True confidence comes from three things: preparation, practice, purpose. When these three elements work together, confidence becomes natural. Confidence begins with preparation. Think about a professional athlete. They do not become confident by hoping they will perform well. They become confident because they have practiced thousands of times before the game begins. The same is true for conversations. Preparation means knowing your topic, understanding your audience, thinking about possible questions, clarifying your purpose. If you are preparing for a sales meeting, research your client. If you are preparing for a presentation, know your material thoroughly. If you are attending a networking event, prepare a brief introduction about yourself and think of a few questions you can ask others. Preparation reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty is often the source of anxiety. Confidence grows through practice. No one becomes a skilled communicator overnight. Every conversation is practice. Every presentation is practice. Every interview is practice. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Consider how children learn to speak. They make mistakes, they mispronounce words, they stumble through sentences, yet they continue speaking. Adults often do the opposite. We become afraid of making mistakes and stop practicing. Growth requires repetition. The more conversations you have, the more comfortable you become. Purpose creates powerful conversations. People who focus only on themselves often feel anxious. They worry. What if I say something wrong? What if people judge me? What if I sound nervous? Confident communicators ask different questions. They ask, how can I help this person? What can I learn from them? How can I make this conversation valuable? Purpose shifts your attention away from fear and towards service. When you genuinely care about helping others, confidence follows naturally. The difference between confidence and arrogance. Confidence is often misunderstood. Confidence says, I have something valuable to contribute. Arrogance says, I have nothing left to learn. Confident people listen carefully. Respect other opinions. Admit when they are wrong. Continue learning. Arrogant people dominate conversations, interrupt others, believe they already know everything, rarely ask questions. The best communicators combine confidence with humility. Your internal conversation matters. Before you speak to others, you are constantly speaking to yourself. Psychologists call this self-talk. Unfortunately, many people carry conversations in their minds that sound like this. I'm not good at talking to people. I'll probably embarrass myself. No one wants to hear what I have to say. I'm terrible at networking. If you repeat these thoughts often enough, you begin to believe them. Now imagine replacing them with healthier beliefs. Every conversation helps me improve. People appreciate genuine interest. I don't have to be perfect to be effective. My experiences have value. The conversations you have with yourself influence every conversation you have with others. Confidence is built through curiosity. One of the easiest ways to become more confident is to stop trying to impress people. Instead, become curious. Curious people ask questions. They listen. They learn. They discover. People naturally enjoy conversations with those who show genuine interest in them. Instead of wondering, will they like me? Ask yourself, what can I learn about this person today? Curiosity reduces pressure and creates authentic relationships. The confidence formula. A practical way to think about confidence is this. Confidence equals preparation, presence, practice. Preparation. Know your material, your audience, and your objective. Presence. Be fully engaged in the conversation. Avoid thinking about your next response while someone else is speaking. Practice. Every interaction strengthens your communication skills. No conversation is wasted if you learn something from it. 5 daily habits that build confidence. 1. Speak to someone new. Challenge yourself to start one new conversation each day. It might be a coworker, a classmate, a customer, a neighbor, a cashier. Small conversations build confidence for larger ones. 2. Read every day. Knowledge increases confidence. Reading expands your vocabulary, broadens your understanding, and provides new ideas for conversation. Become a lifelong learner. 3. Practice positive body language. Stand tall. Smile. Maintain comfortable eye contact. Keep your shoulders relaxed. People often respond positively before you even say a word. 4. Reflect on every conversation. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what went well? What could I improve? What did I learn? Small improvements lead to significant growth. 5. Focus on serving others. Every conversation should leave someone feeling encouraged, informed, or appreciated. When your goal becomes helping rather than impressing, confidence becomes much easier. Real-world example. Imagine 2 sales professionals meeting the same potential client. The first spends the entire meeting talking about their product. The second asks thoughtful questions, listens carefully, and recommends only what truly fits the client's needs. Who is more likely to earn trust? The second professional. Confidence is not demonstrated by talking the most. It is demonstrated by creating value. The same principle applies whether you are interviewing for a job, giving a speech, networking, or meeting someone for the first time. Workbook Exercise 1. Your confidence assessment. Rate yourself from 1 needs improvement to 5 excellent. Skill rating. Starting conversations. Listening carefully. Asking questions. Speaking clearly. Maintaining eye contact. Confidence in groups. Public speaking. Sales conversations. Networking. Following up professionally. Which 3 areas need the most improvement? 1, 2, 3. Workbook Exercise 2. Rewriting your self-talk. Write 3 negative thoughts you sometimes have before speaking with others. 1, 2, 3. Now rewrite each one as a confident, constructive statement. Example, negative, I'm terrible at meeting new people. Positive, every new conversation helps me become more comfortable and confident. Your responses. Workbook Exercise 3. Your conversation mission. Complete the following statement. I want people to feel great after talking with me. Examples. Encouraged, inspired, understood, valued, motivated, respected. Now answer, what 3 actions can I take to create that experience for others? 1. Confidence challenge. For the next 7 days, start 1 new conversation each day. Learn 1 new fact about someone else. Ask at least 3 open-ended questions. Write 1 lesson you learned after each conversation. By the end of the week, review your notes. Notice how much easier conversations become through consistent practice. Chapter Summary. Confidence is not a personality trait reserved for a fortunate few. It is a skill that anyone can develop. Preparation, practice, and purpose form the foundation of effective communication. By replacing self-doubt with curiosity, focusing on serving others, and intentionally practicing every day, you begin transforming ordinary conversations into meaningful connections. Whether your goal is to become a better salesperson, leader, speaker, entrepreneur, or friend, the journey begins with your mindset. The most confident communicators are not those who speak the loudest. They are those who listen well, communicate with authenticity, and consistently seek to add value to every interaction. Reflection questions. 1. What situations make you feel most confident when speaking? 2. What situations make you feel least confident? 3. How does your internal self-talk influence your conversations? 4. Which daily habit from this chapter will you begin practicing immediately? 5. What kind of communicator do you want to become 1 year from today? Key takeaway. Confidence is not about having perfect words or never feeling nervous. It is about preparing well, practicing consistently, staying present, and focusing on helping others. When you shift your mindset from how do I sound to how can I serve, your conversations become more natural, your relationships become stronger, and your confidence grows with every interaction. The next chapter, The Art of Listening, the secret skill of great communicators, will explore why the best conversationalists are often the best listeners, and how mastering active listening can dramatically improve your influence in sales, leadership, networking, and everyday life.